Sky's the limit. You just keep putting in the work. But as long as you do it every day, you'll continue to gain more and get better.
Bam!
I'm Jayson Waller, host of the True Underdog Podcast, and today's episode is a solo episode. It's going to be called The Secret Sauce. That's right. I'm not talking about your mom's mayonnaise for the burgers or the mom's pasta or your Aunt Nellie's gravy for the chicken. I'm talking about the secret sauce to life, the secret sauce to relationships, the secret sauce to business, the secret sauce to overcome adversity, struggles, problems, that kind of secret sauce. What is it? Yesterday I was coming back from my son's football practice, and we were chatting, and he said, he's like, Dad, I really want to hustle. I want to make money. He's 12. He's made a few $1,000 and sold some shoes, and, he wants to sell some football cards and all of that good stuff. And I said to him, there's got to find other ways to do things. And he said, well, what if I make a podcast? What if I open my own podcast and, can I make money on it? Like, will I get subscribers? How does that work? And I told him, I said, well, yeah, you can get money. You can do live ads, we do some live reads here. That's one way. I said, but, it's discouraging. He said, what do you mean it's discouraging? I said, well, overnight it's hard to get the subscribers. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't have the money to try to, boost my ads and place things. And I said, well, with my podcast, we didn't have to boost ads. We boosted our YouTube. But we just had to have the right audience and the right group and the right, directors and the right team and the right platform to really promote the podcast. I said, but it's not like I woke up and it's like, bam, you got millions of people watching your stuff. The goal is maybe I get one more a day. And maybe in a few weeks from now, I get 2 more a day. And then in a few weeks from that, maybe I get 4 more a day. And I told him, I said, listen, you think Tom Brady just woke up and he's great at football, and he needs a coach for throwing. He said, well, who's the best? Why would he still need a coach? I said, because there's things that he doesn't see he's doing wrong that he needs to get better at, just like all of us. Whatever we're really accomplished and really good at, there's still mistakes that we make that people see that we need to be guided and coached on. And I said, if you do your own podcast, you can't do something you're fixated just to make money. You're 12. It's not necessary. Well, I just want to, I want to do well. And I said, I get that. But ultimately, you need to do something you love. Like with my show, I love talking about entrepreneurship. I love talking about inspiration, motivation. I said, but I don't really like being an interviewer all the time. And I started my show with me interviewing people. Let's get Kevin O'Leary on. Let's get Matt Prater on, Barry Sanders on, Grant Cardone on. And that's great, but I'm not a great interviewer. I like to just shoot the shit. I like to talk. I like to chat about life. I like to hear lessons and learn things. I like to share lessons and stories and teach things. And so I told him, and, he was like, well, what do I do? And I said, well, what are you really into? He said, I'm into sports and stuff. And I said, well, do a teen, a teen podcast. He's like, I don't want to do a teen podcast. It sounds childish. I want to be my own sports show, like a Mike Valenti. Mike Valenti was on my show. He's a great Detroit, sports specialist in Detroit that has his own TV show called, the Mike Valenti Show. And so my son really likes his show. And my son's like, he's transparent, he's honest, he's blunt. How could I get that going? I said, well, when you first do it, you're not going to have a lot of subscribers early. It takes a lot of time. And he's like, well, I know, but what does that mean? I said, well, let's say you just put a show out once a week and you get 5 subscribers, and you want to try to get to where you get 6 a week, and then you get 8 a week. And we were driving in my True Underdog pink Porsche, right? And I said, look, I have this wrapped because every day I drive it, hopefully I can gain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subscribers. The more subs I get, the more ratings I get, the more people I can help, the more ads I can do, the more profitable the podcast can be. He's like, oh, that makes sense. That's smart. I said, yeah, you always want to brand yourself. I said, but with building something, I said, let me ask you something. If you walk into a building and it's a 100-story building, and you look all the way up, and you see all those flights of stairs, what do you want to do? And he said, well, I want to take the elevator. I said, well, what if the elevator is broken? Do you want to go up all those stairs? He's like, hell no. I said, right. But what if I told you when you get to the 60th floor, you have enough subscribers to do something special? When you get to the 80th floor, then you can really do something special. When you get to 100th floor, 100 more floors pop up, but now you're crushing it and your podcast is paying for itself. Would you want to go up their stairs? Like, yeah, but it would be tiring. I said, exactly. The secret sauce to life, son, is that most people are scared to walk up those stairs. Most people quit early. They get tired. They get exhausted. They feel defeated. They're discouraged. There's nothing wrong with that. There's always got to be somebody that digs ditches. There's always got to be somebody that does the work. There's always got to be somebody that grinds. That's okay. But there are those that want to do more. And that is the difference. When we were driving, I said people running their business on these billboards, has their name on things, doing things, is that they look at those stairs and they look at an opportunity. And they say, hey, look, I don't have to get to the 100th floor tomorrow. I don't have to get to the 100th floor next week or next month or next year. I just have to have progress. I just have to get better every single day. And if I get out there and I put in the work and I go up one, flight of stairs a day, then in a week I'm up 7 flights. And that's a lot better than when I was on my first flight. And I said, and when you're building a podcast center, you're working on a relationship, or you're training for football, it doesn't happen overnight. It's every little step you take, every little stair that you step on to climb up that gets you to the next level. And as you're climbing up these stairs, you may get to the 30th floor and fall down 8, 10 flights. But you got to keep going, because so many people, in fact, most people, don't even attempt to climb those stairs. And then another large portion of those people quit because it's discouraging. It takes forever. They check out. I can't get it done. And I said, my secret sauce has been that I understand for me to get to that 100th floor, I've got to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, each one of them to the 99th floor to the 100th. That there is no cheat. There is no elevator. There is no shortcut. That I have to do it. And that as long as I don't look all the way up to the 100th floor, but I'm looking at the floor right in front of me, and I'm setting realistic goals, attainable, achievable goals. Don't lower your standards or your life dream goals, but lower your expectation short-term goals. Focus on short-term wins. I said, son, if you do that, in 6 months from now, you could have 1,000 subscribers. In a year from now, you could have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. I said, sky's the limit. You just keep putting in the work. But as long as you do it every day, you'll continue to gain more and get better. And it's like that with any of you guys out there in your business, whatever it is your business is. Maybe you're a single mom and you're promoting products, online. Maybe you're a real estate agent. Maybe you're a father out there opening a new business. Maybe you're in sales. Every time that you put in the work, you're gaining higher on that staircase. You're stepping up every time. But when you don't, and you try to look all the way up and go, it's so hard, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to do what most people do. You're going to quit. You're not going to finish. You're not going to focus. You're not going to push the envelope. You're not going to push through the seal. You're going to quit. And that's what majority of people do, is they quit. And I know there's people out there listening right now that don't want to quit, that want to push through, that don't want to take no for an answer. They want to do what they want to do, but you got to put in the work. That secret sauce is one step at a time. And don't focus all the way at the top. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on what you can control. Focus on small wins, small progress. If you're not moving and jiving, and you're not putting in the work, and you're not putting in the effort, you're just not going to wake up with it. It's like Ricky Bobby. You wake up pissed and excellence. No. It doesn't work that way. Tom Brady wasn't born with all this talent. He'd work for it. Some of you are born with talent, and some of you utilize it great and good for you, and some of you have wasted talent because you quit, because you're lazy, because you don't want to put in the work. And some of you didn't get much talent, and you've really got to work hard to get there. I think of the Baker Mayfields of the life, right? No college, offer, walk on to 2 different campuses, Heisman Trophy winner, #1 pick. Cast it off at Cleveland. Now he's in Carolina. And I wish that cat good luck. I know he's going to crush it. But he's going to crush it because he puts in the work. You look at Floyd Mayweather Jr., he puts in the work. The cat is up at 3, 4 in the morning working out all day. He's not the most gifted, talented boxer. He works his ass off to be the best boxer. There are people who were born with more talent than him. But, he doesn't look at getting from A to Z. He looks at getting from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G. It's the same thing as going, I'm going to take one step and get closer. And, now I'm on the 2nd floor. Now I'm on the 3rd floor. Now I'm on the 4th floor. And my son's like, well, what happens when you get to the 100th floor? I said, well, it doesn't end there. Because if it ends there, then you're withering away. You got more floors to climb, but now you're like, hey, I'm 100 floors up. Look what I've accomplished. Let me keep going. You have to stay grinding. You have to stay pushing through. Everything is about effort. Everything's about challenging yourself every day. How am I going to get to the next spot? What is a today goal for me? What is a this week goal for me? What is a 30-day goal for me? 60-day goal for me? 90-day goal for me? 180-day goal for me? Where do I get from there? Like in my business right now, we're fighting. We've got this big thing going on with Generac and their faulty equipment. You can see the litigation. It's all over social media and stuff. You can see there's a big lawsuit, but it's unfortunate. We're one of the best solar companies on the planet, with almost 20,000 customers, happy, satisfied, A+ rating with the BBB, always doing the right thing. To gain in another 15 to 18 to 19,000 customers after that with Generac, and they had a faulty part, and they didn't tell us stuff. They didn't tell the customers things. They didn't tell, all of a sudden these systems aren't working. They're not performing. There's issues with them. They had to send firmware. There was worries of fire, like all these issues. And we took the blunt on that. We took the punch. We took the hits. We ate that shit sandwich of having to be the company take the fall on everything. And it's been hard. This is a battle. This is a battle for survival for all 1,700 employees and all, almost 40,000 customers. We're trying to right side the 15 to 17,000 customers with Generac that have issues. And we're trying to continue to do one customer at a time, make them happy. The good news is I see progress. We're not going to get there A to Z. We're not going to be bam back at the top up front. It takes time. We see progress. We see our NPS score getting a little better every day. We're seeing the complaints go down and the positive reviews go up. We're starting to see sales climb, installs climb, putting in new products, fixing the old products, doing what's right by the customers, right? That is what it's about. And it takes time. Sometimes you fall down. We fell off the stairs. We had to climb back up. And that's what we're doing. It's unfortunate. Some things are out of our control. So, some things are on us, some things aren't, right? We have growing pains like any other company. Grow too fast. You have spots you could do better at, things you need to work on as an organization. And then some things are out of your control, like this faulty equipment that probably should have been a national recall and wasn't. And so we had to, be their patsy and be their fall guy. And, that's a whole nother argument and a whole nother show. But, we're not going to sit there and cry and complain and shut down because of it. No, we filed litigation. We messaged our customers that we're going to fix each one of them. And then we just continue to build the business and fix these customers one at a time. One at a time. And the goal today is to be a little bit better than yesterday. And the goal tomorrow is to be a little bit better than today. And the goal next week is to be a little bit better than this week. And the goal next month is to be a little bit better than this month. And as long as I stay with that mindset, as long as my team stays with that mindset, they always put the customer first. They put our brand first and how to get to the next level and how to do right and how to push folks to do the right thing and get to the right spots and get the most out of everybody and be efficient. Then we're going to get there. We're going to get back to the 100th floor, trying to get to this, floor 200, floor 300. But that's part of life. I've learned more in the last 6 months of business than I learned in 15, 20 years of it. We've had to overcome some major adversity. Never even laid people off before. We've had to lay folks off, which just sucks, but we had to right size the ship. When you have a ship built to do X and you start doing Y because of all kinds of things, you've got to look, you can throw your flag in and you can quit, you can walk away, or you can just keep fighting. And say, no, we built this. We didn't get this far to just get this far. We want to continue to press through. And that's part of that secret sauce. It's the mentality of how do I get there? How do I grind? How do I get to the next step? How do I get to the next level? You have to bring everything back and put it in front of you. You have to focus on the small goals. You have to focus on the small wins. Look at things in a positive limelight. It is hard. Life sometimes is hard. Everything's thrown at us personally, professionally, emotionally, physically. Just things are coming at us. We can complain. We can bitch. We can be negative. We can point the finger. We can just say, hey, I'm going to do what we got to do. We're going to get through this. We're going to push through. This is a test for a reason. This is This is the plan, and we're going to make the most out of this plan and create our own map and take the direction we need to take and continue to put in the work to continue to climb those stairs. Like, you have to have that mindset. You have to wake up in the morning and go, I have to conquer today. You don't have to conquer the world. You don't have to conquer forever. You just have to try to conquer today. And as long as you get more days that you conquer, you're going to gain progress. So maybe you're out there with your new business, you need a little kick in the butt to get out there, market better, brand more, push your product, get people involved, talk about it. Don't be scared to bring up your business, to promote you and your business. Maybe you're an existing business owner out there, or existing employee right now, and you're struggling. You want to get promoted. You want to get to the next level. You want to grow your business, whatever it is. You got to push through. Quit looking for that lottery ticket. It doesn't exist. Quit looking for luck. Luck is just some extra dust sprinkled on the efforts you put in, on the work that you put in, on the grind that you put in. You get a little bit of happy dust that comes called luck that can make it just seem a little easier if you're putting in that work. There's a story. You got to prepare. You got to focus. No matter what the negativity is, you got to act as if. And a story I want to share with all of you that inspired me recently, I shared with the team. Now, 2 farmers desperately needed rain. And both of them prayed for rain, but only one of them went out and prepared his fields to receive it. Which one do you think trusted God to send the rain? The answer is, well, the one who prepared his fields for it. Which one are you? God will send rain when he is ready. It's your job to prepare your fields to receive it. We must prepare for the rain. You have to prepare and be ready. You have to put in the effort. That's the difference. Again, I keep mentioning to taking the next step, taking things to the next level. How do you get to that point? What do you got to do? You have to prepare as if everything's going to be okay. You have to work as if everything's going to be okay, but you still have to work also like there's no tomorrow. You can't be complacent. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm putting in the effort every single day, acting as if everything's going to be okay. It may or may not. However, I'm also putting in the effort like there's no tomorrow. So I'm not missing a moment of excellence, a moment of me being able to strike while the iron's hot and move the needle and be a better business owner, be a better father, be a better husband, be a better anything in this world. I don't want to miss those moments, because the thing you can't get back is moments and memories. That's what this life's about. And when you're building something, whether it be, for work or, personally, you have to make sure that you maximize each day. I'm not a big sleeper. A lot of people like to sleep. My second oldest has narcolepsy. We just took her to Bama, which was hard, and she got into a sorority, and she likes it, but she's exhausted. She has narcolepsy. And I keep telling her, look, sleeping's for those that want to die. And she's like, Dad, I'm unhealthy. Unless you're like that, don't focus on sleep. Get enough 6-7 hours and bounce. You got to get out there crushing it every day, putting in the effort every day, making a difference in your life, making a difference in those around you's life. You have to continue to challenge yourself, and you have to have enough humility to ask for help when you need help, to ask for somebody to step in, with what we've been going on with work and everything, trying to push through with that secret sauce of how do we get to the next level? How do we overcome these problems, this adversity? Some are in our control, some are out of our control. How do we overcome that? And I ask people, what should I do? I'm reaching out to old friends, old business associates, hey, what would you do if you're me? How would you handle this? Would you sue this company? Would you do that? Trying to get advice here, because I'm in waters I'm not used to, right? I'm used to building a company, hiring people, taking care of customers, making everybody happy. And contrary to what people want to paint out there, it's like fake news. People want to paint people to be horrible people or rip people off. That's not who I am, and that's not what life's about. I'm a good family dude who cares about his employees and cares about his customers. We've just been in an unfortunate situation with a vendor that has a messed up, a broken product that doesn't work, and we're the ones who've been taking most of the heat on that. And so that's the fundamental issue there. But that doesn't hide the fact that we still want to, create a more sustainable, reliable future and inspire humanity to do that, by promoting solar, by getting out there and allowing people to own their power, by allowing people to try to not be left in the dark and to have battery and storage and charge their cars and not have to pay crazy rates to the utility company. That's what it's about for me. I'm very passionate about it. And I'm passionate about our business. I'm passionate about our employees who break their back every single day and work their asses off to just have outside people, haters, complainers, People that don't know what's going on, that assume, beat them up, beat them down. You can say whatever you want about me. You can kick me, you can talk all the shit. Doesn't bother me, dude. That doesn't affect me. But what affects me is when you're hurting our business, when you're hurting our employees, right? That's when I'm like, okay, I got a problem with that. These people work hard and they're good people and they want to service our good customers with a good product. And you know how we stay focused? One step at a time, baby. That's secret sauce. Small wins. Win here, win here, win here. Bam. Win here, win here, win here. Bam. That's like walking up the stairs, dude. There is no elevator. You just keep grinding. You keep pushing. You keep fighting. You don't take no for an answer. You have zero excuses. You don't point the finger. You don't complain. You don't sit in the mud and make up shit. You just fucking do your job. You wake up every morning. You give you fucking everything that you've got to take it to the next level. You kick the day's fucking ass. And then you wake up and you do the fucking same shit the next day. You break that fucking ass. Like, you have to wake up with that mentality like, fuck this. F-E-A. Fuck them all. I'm out here to make sure our business is good. Our employees are good. Our customers are good. Our products are good. Our family is good. That's it. Like, I don't give a fuck about all the other people running their mouth and talking shit and all their noise and hating and whining and internet tough fucking guys being all badass on the internet. Dude, come at me. I'm here. You know where I'm at. You come see me anytime you want. Instead of fucking typing up your little messages and posting shit. Some of these people online are a joke. They don't understand the reality of life. They don't know how to fucking get up and earn a dollar and work. Instead, they just sit there and complain and sit in their whitey tighties eating fucking Fruity Pebbles, probably still living at home with their mom, fucking complaining and writing negative shit on the internet. That's what you're getting from a lot of these negativity people out there, running their fucking mouth. And a lot of them are ex-employees who fucking couldn't hack it, probably fucking got fired for stupid shit they did at work. Now they're mad they're not part of the team. Well, I mean, dude, you're no longer here, so you want to bitch and complain? Or competitors that are that jealous they think they can get an edge? I got news for everybody. We ain't going nowhere. This company's going to continue. This company's going to continue to do the right thing and build its brand back and make every customer happy. That's what we're going to do. And everybody else can grab their popcorn and fucking get their soda, get their licorice, and we're going to put on a fucking show. Because I don't take no for an answer. I won't lose. My team won't lose. They work too hard. Everybody's busted their ass too hard. These customers deserve to be right-sided. They deserve to be taken care of. They deserve a better product than what they were given. We deserve a better vendor than what we had. And we're going to go out there and fix this. But that's me getting fired up. That's me showing you, like, look, like, this is what it's about. It's about pushing through and not getting discouraged. Yeah, it's a high climb, but I've got this. This is what I'm built for. This is what you're built for. You're built to get out there and bust your ass every day. You're built to get out there and put in the effort and grow and have progress every single day. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do what you want to do. Don't let anybody fucking dictate who you are and how you want to be. That is your fucking choice, nobody else's. That is your opportunity to create your own map and be who you want to be. Now, that is all I got on this show today. I got me all fired up. My juices are flowing. I'm ready to kick today's ass. So we will catch you next week on the show. True Underdog Podcast. Check us out on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, all of them, and on YouTube and Instagram. Bam! And that concludes another episode here on True Underdog. If you're interested in hearing more, make sure you subscribe at iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or the YouTube channel. You can always visit TrueUnderdog.com, subscribe to all of them. Make sure you check out our newest episodes coming out on Mondays and Thursdays. True Underdog, baby. Bam!